Okay, this episode's a doozy, boys and girls. Okay, now I have to start off. I have to start off with that dumbass scene where Leia goes to Ben. What's the Force? How does the Force work? What's the Force? What does it feel like? The whole idea of her asking, okay, what does the Force feel like is stupid. Okay, whatever. But I get the answer. The answer is the Force is a light in the darkness. Great, I get it. It's meaningless. It's nothing. And it's obviously not anything to trash or mock. I get it. It's meaningless. It's empty. And that's about it. That would be about it, except this show is written by incompetent morons. Because it's not the reason now, as much as I hate that line, as much as I hate that scene, as much as I think it's stupid, it's empty, it's meaningless, it's vapid, it's ridiculous, it still had a point. It still had value. And it's the fact that this show doesn't know what it's doing, because you have Ben say that the Force is the light in the darkness, which is great. Except, you know what would have been better? Is if this show actually implemented that. You know, like when Ben was facing Anakin later on in the episode. If the Force is the light in the darkness, Ben, why wouldn't you be using that in regard? This show literally has the scenes at the end of the episode that are literally the prime examples of him proving that point. But for some reason, Ben is scared. Why? Somebody, for the love of God, explain to me why Ben is afraid of Anakin. When did this happen? And it's not just that he's scared of Ben, okay? As stupid and as ridiculous as that is, it's like, why? What? There's no point. There's no reason. It's just, like if the show actually gave a reason why or how, or at least why Ben is afraid of Vader, it might have been a dumbass reason, and I probably would have trashed it. But at least they gave the effort. It's the fact that they went, you know what? We want Ben to be afraid of Anakin, and screw it, he's afraid of Anakin. How? Why? We don't know, and we don't care. Okay? And you know what? And it's not just that he's afraid of Ben. He doesn't want to use the Force. He doesn't want to. He doesn't know how to. He doesn't know how to use the lightsaber anymore. And it's like, when, not only is when did Ben get scared of Anakin? When did Ben renounce deciding to be a Jedi? Why can't he use the Force? Did he renounce the ability to be a Jedi? Did he renounce the using of the Force? There's literally no reason why he shouldn't be able to use the Force. But again, this is written by a bunch of idiots, incompetent morons who don't know how the Force works, so they wouldn't know how goddamn stupid it is. Okay? And it's geared to an audience who don't know how the Force works, so they're going, oh, this makes sense, I guess. How would they know? It's like why would Ben, okay? Why would Obi-Wan give up using the lightsaber, but is somehow competent in using a blaster? He doesn't even like using them. But for some reason he goes, you know what? I'm gonna bury my lightsabers in the middle of the desert, and instead I'm gonna start learning how to use a blaster because he was pretty damn good with the blaster against those stormtroopers. Wait, when did he become? It's not that he's not allowed to be competent with the blaster. It's just that he doesn't like blasters. He considers them uncivilized. Remember? So it's just, and not only that, to continue to harp on this bullshit treatment of Ben. Not only is he afraid of Anakin, not only has he for some reason renounced being a Jedi, renounced using the Force, renounced whatever. Now all of a sudden he's this bumbling, incompetent idiot who doesn't. It's one thing. It's one thing, okay, to have it that he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where to go. He goes on the planet. He rescues Leia. He doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know how to get. He doesn't know how to get off planet. He doesn't know what to do. That's one thing. As stupid as that is, that's one thing. But this show has made Ben so goddamn clueless. He is letting a 10-year-old kid take the lead. This show has been going, I have no idea what to do. I have no idea where to go. I have no plan, no focus, no nothing. Hey, I'm so useless. I'm going to let I'm going to do whatever. I'm just going to follow whatever the 10-year-old does. Wherever the 10-year-old goes, that's what I'm going to do. Okay? And again, and here's the thing, for all of the woke bullshit artists, it has nothing to do with that it's Leia and it's a 10-year-old girl, okay? Because guess what? This show is, if they had it that instead of Leia, it was Luke, guess what? It would still have been a stupid thing. It's not that he's following, okay? I want to get this clear. It's not that I'm pissed off that Obi-Wan is following a 10-year-old girl, okay? Because guess what? If he had brought Luke instead, he'd be doing whatever the hell Luke did. It's the fact that Obi-Wan is so incompetent, so befuddled, so hopeless, so useless, so no idea what the hell to do. He's literally, he has a 10-year-old leading the expedition, making the decisions. It's just speak. And here's the thing. The incompetence isn't just restricted to Ben. Then we have the goddamn Inquisitors. Okay, now, I'm sorry I'm going all over the place because there's just so much I want to cover. I'm not going to focus. As much as I hate what they did to Ben, I still got too much more to cover. We have the Inquisitors. Now, this episode explains why the Inquisitors were unable to find Ben for the last 10 years. Okay? And it's not because Ben has done such a great job hiding. It's because the Inquisitors are incompetent morons. This episode literally goes out of its way, just like this show is going out of its way to make Ben, Obi-Wan, an incompetent moron. This show is going out of its way to make the Inquisitors incompetent morons. And before I explain why, this is why they're doing it, okay? The reason they're doing it is that they have to make Ben an incompetent moron. They have to make the Inquisitors incompetent morons because it's the only way that they can get the story to continue progressing. Okay? Because we have the Inquisitors. So Reva goes to the other Inquisitors at the beginning of the episode after she talks to Vader, right? She goes into that room where the fifth brother is and that other girl is. I don't know who that other Inquisitor is. And she goes, he's in one of the minor systems. And that's the only thing she is able to figure out about where Ben and Leia are, that he's in one of the mining systems. And it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. You know exactly, you should know exactly where Ben and Leia are. You want to know why, Reva? Because you mind probed the guy who knows where they're going. Haja knows exactly where Ben and Leia are going. You know how I know? He's sending them there. So when Reva mind probed Haja, what's the only information she got from Haja? That Ben and Leia are at the spaceport trying to get on a transport ship? That's all she got? And even if that was after Ben and Leia escaped, Reva should, if she was competent and if the writers knew what the hell they were doing, Reva would have gone back to Haja and then mind probed them to go, where are they going? And be able to get that information from Haja. But you know what? We can even take out Haja. We don't even need Haja in the equation. You know why? Because the ship, the transport ship, was in a spaceport. Hey, Reva, go to whoever's in charge of the spaceport and say, hey, go into the system and find out where that goddamn transport ship is going. Go find out where it's going. You said you followed the manifest. Where'd you get the manifest? From the guys who are in charge? Why not go, hey, what's the sign number of that ship? 34B76? Great. Go in the system and find out where the hell it's going. Like this isn't Batman level. This isn't Sherlock Holmes level of deduction capabilities. This is, the ship. You could have gone to whoever, the port master or whatever, and just find out what ship that was and find out where it's going. But here's the thing. The show can't have the Inquisitors and Reva be that competent, because if they did, then that would have meant Reva would have known where Ben and Leia are going to be, and that meant they would have gone to the planet they were on, and Reva and the Inquisitors and maybe 3 squads of stormtroopers would have been waiting for Ben and Leia when they touched down, and they would have captured them. But the show doesn't want that, and the only way the show can have it, that they don't the show doesn't actually want the Inquisitors to actually catch Ben, because that's not the point. Otherwise, the show wouldn't be able, they have to make it last 6 episodes. So the only way the story can progress is if they make the Inquisitors incompetent morons. Not only that. So Reva goes, send probes to go find them. Now, this, the level of stupid is okay. First of all, all Reva knows is that they're on a mining system. Well, which one, Reva? There's more than one mining system. There's more than one planet that's a mining system. So which planet? So I'm thinking, what are you gonna do? Send a bunch of drones to every mining system? Is that what you're gonna do? If that's the case, you're gonna, because when you see the scene, right, of all the drones getting ready, I'm expecting to see hundreds or thousands of drones going out, right? And but she sends three drones. She said, okay, First of all, we don't even know where the planet is that Reva's on. How long is it going to take for these drones to even get... Okay, you know what? Forget the fact that it's a mining system and it could be hundreds of something. Let's say for the sake of argument, they know exactly which planet it is. They know which planet it is, okay? First of all, how long is it going to take for the drones to even get to that planet? Do they have enough fuel to even reach that planet? But even if they do reach the planet, you're going to send three drones to cover an entire planet to try and find Ben and Leia. Gee, I wonder why the Inquisitors haven't been able to find Ben in the last 10 years. They said just. Oh, and then we have Ben, right? Where he finally gets to the coordinates that Haja sent them, and it's like, and nobody's there. And Ben is like, oh, he lied to us. I knew I shouldn't have trusted him. Why not? It's not like Haja, sent him to an ambush. He literally got Ben off planet and away from the bounty hunters. Okay, because apparently the bounty hunters aren't searching for him anymore. That plot line's done, right? I don't know. Again, it's only episode 3, but I'm pretty sure in the next few episodes ain't gonna be no more bounty hunters. Okay, so the bounty hunter storyline, that's done. Bounty hunters don't care anymore. Not to mention, you don't have Reva and the Inquisitors up your ass. So what exactly has Ben complaining about? That Haja sent Ben and Leia to a planet where Ben doesn't know what to do, doesn't know where to go? How is that any different than when you were on Dayu, Ben? Because when you were on Dayu, guess what, Ben? You didn't know what to do and you didn't know where to go. How is that any different than when Haja sent you to Mapuzo? You're in the exact same you're in the exact same scenario. The only difference is you're lost and hopeless on a different planet, and you don't have bounty hunters chasing you, and you don't have the Inquisitors up your ass. It's just... Then we have Frank. Now, I don't have a problem with Frank. He's fine. But he picks... This show is so stupid. So, Ben and Leia are in the bed, the back bed of the truck, right? And they pick up stormtroopers. And the stormtrooper goes, "We're looking for a Jedi. We're looking for a Jedi." Have you seen one? Have you seen one? And I swear to God, I wish I was Ben in that situation, because I would have asked the stormtrooper, I don't know, what does this Jedi look like? Like how are these stormtroopers going to find this Jedi if they apparently don't know what this Jedi looks like? What are these stormtroopers' plans? To go to every random person and go, "Hi, excuse me, have you encountered a Jedi?" That's just... It's like, hey, here's an idea. You know what? If only Reva, if only there was the technology, right, for Reva and the Inquisitors to send the stormtroopers a holographic image to show them what Obi-Wan Kenobi looks like, who the Jedi they're after looks like. Gee, too bad that technology doesn't exist. Anyway, Ben and Leia get to the inspection station, and that's when Freck decides to inform the stormtroopers that, hey, you might want to check the 2 strays I picked up, as opposed to telling the first group of stormtroopers whatever, because the thing is, there's way too much stupid, okay, encompassed in that scene at the inspection station, and I'm not gonna cover them all because I'm already sick and tired of this episode as it is. So I'm just gonna. There's only a few I'm gonna highlight. The first one being is because like the whole point of the inspection station is the show is going. You know what? Enough time has passed. We need to get the inquisitors on the planet on Mapuzo. Okay, because apparently, I guess the probes didn't cut it. What a shock, right? So it's like, well, how do we get it so that the Inquisitors are able to find out, okay, where Ben and Leia are? Oh, we'll have it so that's why we have Freck tell the stormtroopers at the inspection station as opposed to the first group. So you get the probe droid who is there to photograph or identify Ben, right? And here's the thing. Ben already had full intentions, okay, of shooting the droid and getting into a shootout with the stormtroopers. He already had that intention established. But the thing is, he can't shoot the droid until the droid identifies him and sends the image to the Inquisitors, because then how will the Inquisitors know where Ben and Leia are? So of course, the show has to have Ben wait until the droid identifies him, sends the image to the Inquisitors. Now, then Ben can shoot him, because otherwise, how else are you gonna have the Inquisitors find out where Ben and Leia are? Okay, which doesn't even make any sense, because I thought that's what the three probes were for. Show, why would you see? Even as stupid as that is, it doesn't even make sense in the context of the show itself. Why would you? Hey, show, why would you need to have the probe droid send the image of Ben when you had Reva send the drones in the first place? I thought that's the reason you sent the drones. Even the show knows how stupid it is and has to come up with a backup plan to compensate for the stupid that it has in its own show. It's just... Anyway, the other point of the inspection station is we're introduced to Tala, or in other words, this episode's plot convenience Deus Ex Machina. Haja was episode 2's plot convenience Deus Ex Machina, because apparently every episode requires its own plot convenience Deus Ex Machina. Otherwise, how else is the story going to progress? How else are we going to get Ben and Leia on the next planet for the next episode? You need your plot convenience Deus Ex Machina character to be able to fulfill that role. That episode 3's plot convenience Deus Ex Machina role is being filled by Tala. So anyway, so Tala gets Ben and Leia to the camp, right? And like this gets me. This. Okay, so the Inquisitors. Okay, while Tala is getting Ben and Leia to the camp, the Inquisitors go. They go lock everything down. Nobody goes in or out. Okay. So everything. The spaceports are locked down. Nobody's going in, nobody's going out. Tala then informs Ben that the Empire has shut everything down. And it's like, oh no, how are they possibly going to get off the planet? Don't worry, because literally Tala's next sentence, after Tala explains to Ben that the Empire has locked everything down, her next sentence is, don't worry, I got a pilot who's willing to take you off planet anyway. So which means this show has literally invalidated the whole point of locking. What's the point? What's the point of locking everything down when in the next sentence, Tala goes, yeah, we don't care. It's irrelevant. We need to get you off planet, so we don't give a rat's ass. Because the show is going, we need Ben and Leia, along with Tala, to get off planet. So we don't give a rat's ass about the lockdown. So if that's the case, why bother? Like, it just... So anyway, Tala introduces the safe house concept. And they're at the tunnel. So she shows them the tunnel. Now, Ben and Leia and Tala are at the tunnel entrance. They're at the tunnel entrance. It's like, okay, go, leave. But the show's going, well, no, we can't actually have them escape because we want Ben to, fight Vader in this episode. And that can't happen if Ben and Leia actually escape. So the show literally has Ben and Leia who are at the tunnel because Vader and the Inquisitors are like in another block. They don't even know this building exists. They don't even know there's a safe house. So there's literally zero goddamn reason for them not to escape except for the fact that the show can't have them to escape. So the show's going, you ain't escaping until we need you to escape. Okay? And then so I'm going, okay, so why aren't they, like, what's wrong with Ben? What's wrong with Ben? And so Ben goes to like the door, looks out the window, and I see Vader and the Inquisitors. And I'm going, how are you there? How the hell did you... In the time it took, because remember, Tala meets Ben at the inspection station. That's when the Inquisitors find out where Ben and Leia are. So let me see if I get this straight. The Inquisitors and Vader got from wherever planet they were on to Mapuzo in less time than it took Tala to drive from the inspection station to the camp. How far is it from the inspection station to the camp? The show goes, we don't care. We want Vader and the Inquisitors in the camp, and goddamn it, they're gonna be there. Okay? It just, and then, Ben sees Vader, and he's, again, I'm not getting into the whole scared thing about whatever, because I already covered it. So Ben sees Vader, right? So it's like, okay, that should motivate your ass to go through the escape tunnel. No, Ben goes, I'm gonna lead him away. Away from what? You dumbass show? They're already safe. They're already capable of escaping. There's no actual reason to lead Vader away. It's not like again, if the show had it that Ben wanted to confront Vader, okay, that would have been amazing. If Ben says, go, I'll be right behind you. I need to confront Vader. That would have been amazing. That would have been, not only would that have been an actually good reason, that would have been a great story reason. Again, for some reason, Ben is shocked and amazed that Anakin is still alive. And it's like, okay, he's right there. Let me go confront him. I would have loved that. But the show's going, well, we don't want that. We wanted that Ben is scared shitless of Vader. So then why would he... It's not only that this show is brain dead stupid and everybody's incompetent. It's such wasted potential. You could still have Anakin wanting to kill Ben, but instead of having Ben being scared shitless for whatever reason, because again, you could have had Vader. Anakin still wants to kill Ben. But at the same time, Ben is going, he's calm, he's going, no, let's talk, what happened? Let's do, I saw anything. But it just, I don't want to talk about the fight because it's just going to piss me off because I'm sorry, okay? You already know how stupid it is. You already know all the stupid. I'm not getting into it because it's just going to piss, okay, because I'll give you an example. When this show had Ben light up the lightsaber, and all of a sudden, okay, you hear the soundtrack from A New Hope. I went, go fuck yourself. Okay? Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is that scene alone pissed me off. Could you imagine if I have to discuss every other bullshit stupid? That's the least of that fight scene's problem. And that pissed me off. So no, I'm not covering the fight scene. Sorry. Okay? But I do want to cover about Reva because because again, I have to get away from being pissed off. And this is funny. So the show, right, is going, oh, wait. We're supposed to try to have it that Reva is actually an important aspect of this show. So they have Reva because a droid walks out of the droid maintenance shop, that somehow brings up Reva's suspicion. Like, why does the show needs to have Reva go to the droid maintenance shop where the safe house is, and they have no idea how to actually get Reva to go into the droid maintenance shed. So what do they come up with? Easy. We'll just have a maintenance droid walk out, and that's why Reva decides to go check out the maintenance. But here's the thing, right? As forced and as pathetic and as stupid, okay, as it was to have, Reva enter the droid maintenance shop because the show needs it, the show needs her to, that's not even the most forced, stupid, and pathetic thing they do with Reva, and the show's almost over because we have the tunnel. We have the tunnel, okay, from the safe house to the port. It's a direct tunnel, okay? Well, halfway through, Leia turns to Tala and says, Tala, I need you to go save Ben. And Tala goes, okay, and she heads back. But by this time, Reva is at the entrance of the tunnel. So when you see Tala going to help Ben, I'm like, how the hell did Tala get past Reva? And the show goes, we don't care. We don't care. We want Tala to go help Ben, and we don't give a shit that Tala would have had to pass Reva. But again, that's not even the worst part. But it gets better. Because at the end of the episode, right, you have Leia get to the port, and Reva's there waiting for her. And it's like, how the hell did Reva get past Leia without actually passing Leia to be able to get past her in the first place? That would have meant Reva would have had to go through the tunnel, encounter Leia, and go, yeah, you know what? I don't want to deal with you yet. I'm going to wait. And then bypass Leia, go to the port, and decide that she's going to wait there for Leia to show up. It's just that so much of this show is forced. And when I say most of it, I mean like 90% of it. Because the writers of the show are going, we're going to have A, B, and C happen. And God damn it, A, B, C is going to happen. We don't care how forced it is. We don't care how stupid it is. We don't care we don't care if it doesn't make sense. We don't care if it contradicts what we said 5 minutes ago. Like they're going to have A, B, and C. And they don't care if C contradicts what happened when they did B. They're going to have C happen, and that's all there is to it. Okay? Like, I'll give an example in the fight scene between Ben and Vader, because it's the one part of the fight scene that didn't actually piss me off, because I'm looking at it and I'm going, what the hell is going on? What the hell is happening? Because it's at the end of the fight, right, where Tala shoots the tower, right, and it falls and the fire reignites, right, and Vader is looking at the fire, and he's looking at Ben and Tala, and in the background you hear the stormtroopers running around like chickens with their heads cut off, going, "What do we do? Where do we go? Where is everybody?" And then you have Vader, right? He's looking, and then all of a sudden he turns around and he leaves. And I'm going, "Where the hell are you going? Where are you going?" Now, like most of you, right? I was going, what are you doing, Vader? Just use the force power to douse the fire like you did 2 minutes ago, right? But here's the thing. But the show's going, no, we don't want the fire out, okay? Because the show's going, we want Ben to escape, morons, and it doesn't matter. We're gonna have Ben escape. Because here's the thing. It's not just Vader could have doused the fire like he did a minute ago. Because even if the show never showed Vader using his force powers to douse the fire, that's not the only way the fire could have been doused. Because again, let's say they never showed Vader using his force powers to douse the fire, right? Well, so what? Vader could have used his force powers to take the sand that's all over the place and use his force powers to telekinetically take the sand and douse the fire. Not only that, forget Vader. Let's say Vader left. Guess what? You could still douse the fire because you had all the stormtroopers, and the stormtroopers could have just taken the sand that's all over the place and doused the fire with the sand. Like, there's literally 3 ways that they could have doused the fire, and the show's going, we don't give a shit. We can't have them douse the fire, morons, because we need Ben to escape. And no matter what, we're gonna have Ben escape. No matter how forced it is, no matter how stupid it is, no matter how ridiculous it is. So it's like that. So again, yes, there are aspects of the fight that I'm still pissed at, such as, why is Ben scared of Anakin? Playing the theme music from A New Hope when Ben lights his lightsaber, okay? But for the most part, it's like after having realized that no matter what is done, they're gonna have Ben escape. I don't care about the fight anymore. This is the crazy thing. Having made this video covering and talking about all the stupid and forced of this show, I'm looking back and I'm going, again, other than those 2 parts, those 2 aspects, I don't give a shit about the fight anymore. I don't give a shit. Because this show is going, we don't care. We don't care if it doesn't make sense. A, B, and C is happening, and fuck you, audience. So, as far as I'm concerned, fuck you back, Disney. Fuck you back, TV show. Fuck you back, writers. Now, again, I'm sure in episode 4, there's still going to be stuff that I'm going to get pissed at. But just like... The reason I get mad, now that I'm thinking about it, the reason I'm pissed is because in the back of my mind, I want this show to be good. I want there to be good Disney TV shows. And the reason I'm pissed at stuff is because I'm pissed at the fact that they're not doing a good job. I know I rant and I tear apart these shows, but I hate to break it to you. I want to like these shows. I want them to have good Star Wars TV shows. I am a fan of the Star Wars franchise. And me being pissed, I think, here's the thing. once I stop getting pissed, that's when it's I no longer care. As long as I care, I'll still get pissed. It's when I stop getting pissed is when it's like, yeah, I don't care. Because like the same thing like with Mandalorian, okay? With Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, I wasn't as pissed as I was with this show. Because I really stopped caring really fast with Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. But there's still, for some reason, I'm babbling and anyway, that's it. I guess that's it for this episode. Oh yeah, one other thing. Ben goes to Tala. Oh, promise me that you'll bring Leia to Alderaan. Gee, I wonder what happens in episode 4. I wonder if Tala actually keeps that promise to bring Leia to Alderaan. Well, we'll find out in episode 4, won't we? Anyway, yeah, I'm done. Done. I'm out of here. See ya in episode 4, or whatever happens in between then. See ya.